Real quick before we jump into the video, guys, for the rest of this year I'm going to be on a fundraising campaign to raise a minimum of £1,000 for the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. For more information on the charity and what it does, and for the donation links, please look in the description below. And thank you all for your continued support. Enjoy the show. What's going on, guys? Right by me teacher now, so we're back with the RBL week number 7. Your Royal Bournemouth Brumbies are taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins and Coach Rykustik, the commissioner of the league, of course. So definitely a fun match, and thank you, of course, to him as always for inviting me to the game. So, state of play of the league, as always, we're actually in a pretty interesting position. Rykustik with 4 wins and 2 losses is already in playoffs at this point. It is mathematically impossible for him to fall out. So he doesn't really have anything to show here. He did pick up the Thunderous recently for his team, as well as a Spectrier, so definitely some interesting changes to make. We are currently sitting at 3-3, so mathematically we're not locked into playoffs, but if I win either this match or my next match against Hermes next week, then I'm in playoffs. So this match has a little bit on the line for me, but I'll be honest, I don't mind if I don't win this match. I don't need to show Rykustik too much anyway. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. I may not try hard too much, and as you can probably tell by Zeraora's nickname, I had a little bit of fun with the names this week, because why not? But let's look at his team real quick. He's got G-Max Colossal, which of course we know Colossal pretty well on this channel at this point. Colossal is very scary with G-Max Volcalyph and pairs up nicely with Surfmons, namely Dragapult and Pikachu. He has brought both in the past, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he brings one of them again. Definitely pretty scary, of course. Dragapult can be offensive, can be physical special, can be support. Pretty annoying Pokemon, actually. It can be maxed with weakness policy. I've seen that said a few times lately. Definitely an annoying Pokemon to prep for. Thunderous, he recently picked up, gets max Airstream, so definitely a problematic Pokemon. It's already 110 base speed, so it's actually faster than Regigigas to start with, which is definitely annoying. Gets Prankster and gets Defiant for its abilities, which can both be problematic. Particularly Defiant, especially if I go for stat drops with things like Max Darkness and stuff like that. That could definitely be a pain, but I think he's more likely just going to be Prankster Tailwind. Togekiss, of course, very bulky support Pokemon normally. Can be offensive too. I don't expect it to be. But then again, if he's not really tryharding this match, which he has no reason to, he could run offensive Togekiss for sure. What's actually kind of funny, I'm just noticing about this team. I'll talk about a pickup of mine as well. But what I'm noticing is some of my Pokemon are very similar to his, in a way, so definitely interesting. But either way, Togekiss gets Follow Me, gets Protect, gets Helping Hand, gets a few little coverage moves that can be annoying. Spectrier is often supporting VGC, but can be very, very offensive. Choice Scarf Spectrier is a very realistic threat, so something I do need to be careful of. In fact, actually, Scarf Spectrier can just plow through my entire team, bar Sableye and Weavile, so that's something to consider. Galarian Darmanitan is an absolute monster, particularly if it runs Guerrilla Tactics, and Choice Band, or Choice Scarf. Both are very realistic threats. It's not the fastest thing in the world, so things like Scarf Weavile, Scarf Urshifu, and Zeraora almost outspeeds it naturally, even with Scarf, so definitely a lot of things to consider. But Darmanitan gets a lot of coverage moves, gets Superpower, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, stuff like that, which can definitely cause some problems. U-Turn does a hell of a lot of damage too because of Guerrilla Tactics. Free choice bands are not necessarily fun. Crocodile, pretty interesting mon, also spout wrong on the dock, but whatever. Definitely a pretty interesting Pokemon, can be Intimidate, can be Moxie, can be Anger Point. I expect this to be Intimidate, because my team's pretty physical heavy, so I won't be too surprised if he brings that. But definitely a scary mon, can be Choice Scarf, can be Banded, can be Assault Vest as well. Definitely variable sets. I've seen Focus Sash leads as well, but mostly in singles for rocks. So pretty interesting Pokemon. I really like Crocodile a lot. I don't know if he can really afford to bring it. Lucario is probably one of my favorite Pokemon on his team in general. Pretty fast. Not the fastest, base 90 speed, but does hit pretty hard on both the physical and special side. Gets priority moves for both, gets setup moves for both. Could be a good max target. Beat up Shenanigans could be a possibility. I think Thunderous gets beat up, so that's something to consider. I actually have used beat up Whimsicott in the past, so I'm very familiar with that strategy. But I don't think it does enough because I outspeed Lucario pretty comfortably on this team. Uxie can be very interesting, very bulky, supportive Pokemon, can also explode. Definitely a bit of an issue. but I wouldn't be too surprised if he brought that. Gets a few nice little coverage moves, gets a couple of okay supportive moves, but not really the best in the world. Fletchinder, of course, gets Flame Body, so definitely scary. Of course, those Max Airstreams and Max Flares could definitely be interesting. Max Flare's kind of bad against my team, but nonetheless, Max Airstream's always a possibility. And Pikachu, he seems to like bringing his Pokemon for some reason. I don't really like them on in general, but it does get Surf for Colossal. Does get Fake Out, does get Nozzle for speed control, and is naturally faster than Regigigas, I believe. So, definitely a Pokemon I need to watch out for, but I don't think it's going to do that much against my team. So, that's his team. Let's talk about my team. So, between last week and this week, we dropped Krokorok from the team. I didn't see a use for it after all. I was going to bring it against Saiyan, but I didn't think it was worth it. And it wouldn't have been. So that was a thing. We dropped it and picked up Dracloak, interestingly enough. So we have similar move pool to Dragapult. Missing a couple of moves, but nothing too awkward. I can still run similar strategies with it, just less of them. So let's talk about our team salary. Starting with Rykatstick, the Zero Aura. Running Expert Belt this week. We're going for that little bit of extra damage on super effective hits. We are running more or less max speed. Yeah, max speed, max attack, and Jolly Nature. This means that I guarantee outspeed the Dragapult unless it's Choice Scarfed, which he hasn't bought Choice Scarfed Dragapult all season. I really doubt he's going to bring it now. But nonetheless, Superpower Acrobatics, Play Rough, and Plasma Fist. It's basically everything on his team. I considered running Throat Chop or like Knockoff, something like that for the Dragapult. But I honestly feel like he's probably more likely going to run the Colbur Berry on the Dragapult rather than the Roselia Berry, if he does run a berry. Max Starfall actually blows up even defensive Dragapult when you pair it up with another Pokemon on my team, which we'll talk about in a second. We are running Minted from Hasty into Jolly Nature. Hasty is not the best, honestly. Of course, as this is the Event Zero Aura, we obviously minted it. So that's the thing. Next up is going to be Sableye, the Sableye. Actually a very interesting Pokemon. We're running Ally Switch, Quash, Shadow Sneak, and Will-O-Wisp. Obviously, Shadow Sneak plus Max Starfall actually OHKOs the Dragapult, even if it's fully physically bulky in most instances. So that's fine. Ally Switch is just really annoying, especially if he tries to Surf and then Max Volcalith into Weavile, for example. I can just Ally Switch, let Sableye take the Volcalith, and then just hit back much harder. Quash is actually an interesting little tech, especially if he runs Scarf like Spectria or Scarf Dragapult. I can just Prankster Quash it, make it go last, and then hit it like a truck, so that's always a nice play. And then Will-O-Wisp, of course, for the burns, particularly on the physical ones. We are running basically fully Spadef. This allows me to guarantee live hits from Dragapult, and also at least live one Shadow Ball from a non-Specs Spectria. Next up is Raishifu, the Focus Sash Raishifu. We've gone back to Focus Sash, of course, because we've been Scarfed the last couple of weeks. Of course, we are pretty much max speed. We're not quite max speed. I believe that's to outspeed Darmanitan if it's not Scarfed. So if it's banded, we actually still outspeed it. Because Surge Strikes, Close Combat, Ice Punch, and U-Turn. U-Turn is a little bit interesting. I wasn't sure if I wanted U-Turn, but I can at least pivot a Shifu out if I need to and try and preserve its Sash. We're running Jolly, of course, because we want the speed to guarantee to outspeed the Darmanitan that is not Scarfed. Obviously, I do expect Darmanitan to be Scarfed, but it may not be. This also gives me a chance to outspeed Crook as well, so definitely a couple of Pokemon I definitely need to watch out for, and can hit pretty hard with Surgeon Strikes or Close Combat, respectively. Next up is Ryvile, of course, the Weavile that is actually carrying the Scarf this week. We are running a little bit of speed. This allows me to outspeed Thundurus at +1 speed, so that's something to bear in mind. It doesn't outspeed Darmanitan at +2, of course, in case it's Scarfed. But I shouldn't worry about that. We've got the rest of the investment into HP. This is kind of a little bit of an interesting set, of course. Triple Axle, Knockoff, Low Kick, Ice Shard. Knockoff does a hell of a lot to Dragapult. It also OHKOs Spectria if it's offensive, which is pretty nice. Triple Axle can actually murder things like the Thundurus. It actually blows up Togekiss as well, which is pretty nice. Low Kick is there for Colossal. Generally after a G-Max's, Low Kick actually one-shots Colossal, so particularly after the Surf procs the policy or whatever. The downside is, of course, if the policy is procced and Steam Engine is procced, then obviously Colossal is faster than this. So I do need to watch out for that. Well, he may not expect me to be Scarfed, though. So it depends on how he's EV'd this Colossal if he brings it. Because it is possible for Colossal to outspeed this EV spread on Weavile. Because I didn't go max speed Scarf. And the only reason I didn't go max speed Scarf is because I wanted to live 1 or 2 hits from things like Lucario, for example. and stuff like that. I can potentially live a physical Lucario hit with this set, but obviously I'll outspeed Lucario anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Next up, of course, is Cock the Regigigas, running the Life Orb. Pretty standard set, nothing too special. Ice Punch, Earthquake, Giga Impact, and Darkest Lariat. Honestly, I don't really actually plan on using this. I just brought it because it was funny. We had a bit of a joke in the Discord that we should call Regigigas and Weezing Cock and Balls, so that's exactly what we did. So, of course, we're running Sugar Berry, pretty bulky. Weezing, particularly on the special side. Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Bomb, Protect, and Strange Steam. Both the stab moves actually hit most of this team relatively hard, so it was worth bringing both of them. I didn't see a need for Taunt, because Weezing's slower than everything that can actually taunt on this team. So I didn't feel a reason to run it, but Protect and Will-O-Wisp are nice little utility options. And of course, both my stabs, Calm Nature, Fully Spadef, no problems there. And that is going to be our team. So, a bit try hard, I'm not gonna lie. I do want to win this game because it will at least put Rhycoustic on the back foot, and it will also guarantee my playoffs, which means I can have fun with Hermes next week. Because I'm planning on memeing against Hermes. It'll be good fun. But yeah, that's gonna be our team, so I shall take you on into the battle. So, see you in a bit. Alright guys, we're connected up with Rhycoustic, and I guess I'm deciding the rules. I always forget which the rule set are. Which rule set is it? Real quick. I don't usually do it. Just make sure. I'm assuming it's the second one. Ah, it's Battle Tower rules, I'm assuming. Cool. Alright. And as always, we're gonna select our party, of course. You can see what 6 I'm bringing. And you can see the 6 I reckon he's bringing there. I think it's pretty likely. He does want to win this game. He does want to play for seeding. So, we'll see. The Smash doesn't necessarily matter for playoffs in general. Because I believe both Huggy and Hermes lost. Okay, so he brought a lot of his lower stuff. No Colossal, which I'm very happy to see that. So, Fletchinder, Thundurus, Dragapult, Pikachu, Togekiss, and Spectria. I kinda like just going Weezing Regigigas just for the fun value of its lead name. But given the fact he has a couple of things that are faster than me, that's kinda problematic. So, for safety's sake, we're gonna lead with Zeraora and Weavile. What can I lead in the back? I think a Shifu is actually not that bad in this matchup. Sableye also has a place here. Yeah, I think honestly just a Shifu and Sableye probably. Or do I bring Weezing Regigigas in the back? No. We'll bring these 4 for now. So we got a lot of changes to do because he brought very different, which I'm okay with. So no Colossal, he brought Spectria. Alright, what do you lead with? Pikachu and Ghost Rider. So Pikachu and Spectria. This isn't bad for me at all. This is actually really good for me. So he's gonna fake out something, quite evidently. So I think here... So he's definitely Lightning Rod, right? I don't see a reason for me not to knock into Pikachu. Get myself an attack boost. And then knock off into the Spectria. As we're going to commit on early max. I don't know why my thing decided it wanted to move. Whatever. Fletchinder came. So I need to adjust this as and when. I'm going to keep a watch out as well. Fletchinder. As he maxes Spectria, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Definitely makes good sense. Okay. So he's gonna live my knockoff now, but I'm okay with this. As he actually faked out the Weavile. Wow, okay. Good play on his part. Well, we are gonna get a knuckle off. And I just bodied the Pikachu. Okay. So, Pikachu was not sashed. That's good information. Kinda interesting that Pikachu's not sashed, given how frail it is. And he actually quakes, so he's got Mud Shot on this thing. Doesn't do a lot, which is fine. I guess he's guessing I'm special. But I'm not. So he didn't bring Crook either. Brought the Pikachu. And Togekiss comes out. Why are you bringing this out now? Okay, so he brought the Pikachu. And he brought Togekiss. So... I just want to max Lightning into Togekiss here. And Triple Axle. Is there a reason for me not to go for this? I actually like Knockoff more, though. We'll go for Knockoff into the Spectre. As he max guards, which is a good play on his part, but that's not going to help him too much. He actually didn't follow me the Togekiss, which is very interesting. So we're getting a +1 max Lightning off her. That's a dead Togekiss. So, not really sure why he brought Togekiss in. Not gonna lie, that seemed like a pretty bad play on his end. He's played the Spectria very defensively, and that's a problem. Not Zapdos, that's Thundurus, right? Yeah, alright. I kind of just want to Lightning into the Spectria and Triple Axle the Thundurus. Oh wait, I'm Scarfed, I forgot. Whoops. In that case... do I just leave the Spectre alone? No, I kind of want to hit it. Yeah, so I think we Lightning into this, and we knock off. He guarded last turn, so he can't guard again. And he's Colbur Berry. That still does so much because of that +1 from before. So, Colbur Berry, Spectria. So he's not Scarfed, which means Weavile always outspeeds. Alright, so what does this Thundurus go for? So Spectria has now gone down. Great news. Wild Charge into Weavile. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So he's physical. And he's Life Orb as well. So, I actually kind of just want to just go into my Sableye then. Alright, so Dynamax has ended. But we are in electric terrain. Which is pretty nice for us. So I'm gonna Plasma Fist into the Thundurus and Ally Switch. Just so if he did try to Wild Charge, then I get my Zeraora back. I didn't really have to show that, but I kind of wanted to show that just to be annoying. Yeah. Dead anyway. Oh, we're fine. So now he's going to know that he's got to be careful when my Sableye's around. So that's game 1 done. Pretty convincing game 1. Definitely a very, very strong start for us. Sure, I'll take your lead card. Why not? And we got to play with the same rules. Alright, and the same team. So I think to make this interesting, because obviously I kind of smashed him game 1, I'm gonna lead Weezing Regigigas this game. Just to see what he does. Let's lead it. So, he's gonna get a bit of a laugh with the nicknames. And in the back, we definitely want Weavile, because Weavile's really strong against his whole team. Maybe Sableye? Or Zeraora is actually still kind of good here. No, I think we'll bring Sableye. Alright, so we're gonna have some fun with this one. I'm not gonna try and dumpster fire him too hard, because we want to have some fun with this match. Alright. Let's have some fun with his nickname. Let's see what his reaction is gonna be. He leads the same lead, actually. Interesting. So we're actually gonna lead cock and balls. Dear. Alright. So, we obviously max here. And we know he's Colbur Berry as well, so... I think that Spectria doesn't stay in, personally. But I would like to max Quake the Pikachu. And Protect. Because I think he'd go for Fake Out anyway. I don't see a reason why you don't. He actually doesn't max this Spectria, which is interesting. Unless this Spectria is slow. Spectria might be slow. Might be a support set. I don't really know if offensive Spectrias ever run Mudshot. Probably they do. As Balls protects. Makes sense. And he actually willows, so that's fair. But I think the Max Quake will still kill the Pikachu anyway. Man, imagine burning a cock, dude. Damn. That was one heated exchange. Yeah, Pikachu still goes down. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this trade. I'm actually perfectly fine with this trade. Because I don't think this Spectre can do that much to me anyway. And plus I have Sableye in the back. And I also have Weavile. So what's next? Thunderous? Geico. That's the Dragapult. Okay. That's a little scary. Because he can just constantly Breaking Swipe. I think we max Hailstorm and Strange Steam. Either way. So I wonder if he maxes the Pult here. Oh, that could be a problem. If he maxes Pult. He is going to max. What are you maxing? It is the Spectria again. Okay. Why Spectria, though? I feel like Dragapult's a better max target. I'm actually okay with him going for this. There's the Breaking Swipe, as you expect, but it doesn't affect my Weezing. It's just there to lower my attack on Regigigas, but that's fine. As he does Quake into the Shuckerberry. Not a huge deal here. I mean, knockoff from Weavile does a lot. I did nothing, as you can see. And he does get a Spadaf boost, but the Spadaf doesn't matter because my team is physical. So I'm not really all that bothered. We are going to Hailstorm. We are burned in -1. This won't do too much. Still did half. Did a lot, actually. Are you Policy? You are Policy, alright. I'm surprised you didn't max this then. I feel like maxing Dragapult would have been better. We are going to get a Strange Steam off. See how much this does. Yeah, it's just dead. I was going to say, like, this is where you max Dragapult. Maxing Dragapult there was always a better play in my opinion, because maxing Spectria is like, yeah, it's fine. But, like, what do you get out of that turn? Like, you had a Policy Dragapult that you've now just lost. So, Pikachu's down, Dragapult's down. What's the last? Thunderous. Okay. Well, this does outspeed me, and we know it's physical. I'm gonna Hailstorm and Protect. Just 'cause I want to get some damage off. Because Weavile comes in and cleans up. As he max guards, good thing we weren't targeting it. Actually kind of bad of him to max guard there, in my opinion. He actually goes for Fly. Oh, that's a cool play. That's a pretty cool play. Because he probably knew I was going to Hailstorm into that, but that's fine. I believe that's the last turn of Specs max. I know it's my last max turn. No, he maxed a turn after me. Okay. Alright, so I think we Darkest Lariat here. Be interested to see what he flew into. I could go for the double protect. Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't really need either of these now. We do unfortunately fail, which sucks. But worth a try. He goes for Phantasm into Wheezing. Okay, interestingly, he didn't Quake there. Because now we live. Wonder why he went for that. Oh, I guess because he wants to fly to kill my Regigigas. He actually went into Wheezing. Makes sense. That's why I wanted the double protect. But we're fine. I can just let Regigigas sit here anyway. Because we know this is Life Orb. We're going to proc the Colbur Berry, which actually helps us out a lot here. Gonna get a tiny bit of chip off. I actually want to go into Sableye now. It's like he's gonna expect me to have Weavile in the back, right? So let's lean my Sableye. Okay, so I don't know what he wants to do with this Spectria now, which is a little scary. I am gonna Darkest Lariat into the Spectria and Will-O-Wisp the Thundurus. As we do connect it, for once we actually connect the Will-O-Wisp. Sableye's gone to Specsavers since we face Ben's awesome. Nice to know. He actually taunts, which is perfectly fine. Why would you taunt? Ah, he predicted me to Ally Switch. Good play. He does actually go into my Sableye. As you can see, we can generally do pretty well against this thing now. As he's going to chip himself down a lot. We'll go for the Darkest Lariat. We'll get a bit of damage off. We're just basically putting this in range for Weavile to Sweet Wind knock off. That's basically the plan here. Kind of what we're aiming for. We're going to get our leftovers chip. Get some health back. So, I'm fairly comfortable in the assumption that I think my Zapdos actually... Well, my Zapdos, my Weavile just wins the game. But I do just want to keep pressuring this Spectria. I want to make sure it's as low down as possible. Do I quash the Thundurus? I actually kind of want to do that. Because, by quashing the Thundurus here, I don't think the Spectria can kill my Regigigas. As he actually Shadow will Sableye. I'm okay with this. As we do live it, which is fine. We are putting this horse as low down as we can, which is what we wanted. Superpower. Alright. Well, I'm actually very okay with this turn of events. This turn of events is brilliant for us. So now I don't think you can kill both Mons, right? Oh, I guess you could if you wild charged into my Regigigas. I kind of just want to Ice Punch the Thunderous then. And then hit the Quash on the Horse. Yeah, we'll go for that. I think Weavile is in range to kill now, so we'll Quash the Horse. He does Superpower, expecting me to ally switch again, but we're not doing it. Gonna get some chip down on this Thunderous. Puts me in perfect position to actually win with Weavile now. Shadow not gonna matter. Alright. So he does get a Grimnay off, which is slightly problematic. But we are going to go into our Weavile. And I think we just knock off. I think we definitely need to kill the Horse. The problem is, can a burn Superpower kill my Weavile? I guess we'll find out. Gonna blow up the Horse. May have been a misplay, but as this is +1, I didn't want to risk it. Superpower, does this kill me? It does. Okay. So we know the score now. Okay. I'm fine with this play. No problem whatsoever. We had a bit of fun with that game. Now we're going to actually go to win. We're going to try and win this game now. So, I'm pretty sure I know how to win this game. I don't think he has an answer for everything on this team. So, we're good to go. I'm just going to lead what I brought last time. So, we know the Spectre has Will-O-Wisp. So, it's Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball. Some kind of protecting move. Alright, well, we're just going to lead what we brought before. Because I feel like this is by far and away my best situation. So, that's what we're going for. Good luck, Acoustic. Let's see what you can do in the final game. Alright. He's taking his time here, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what he's going for. So he has Fly, Superpower, Wild Charge on that Thunderous, so he could max Airstream. But he won't get a chance to, I don't think, because Zeraora Weavile kind of shuts down the Thunderous lead. Alright, what'd you bring out? So he's led the same thing every time, which is really interesting. We're going back to what we led before. Okay. I actually almost just want to double into the Horse. See, the other thing is he could also... Is maxing Weavile worth it? No, because then Spectre is faster. Yeah. We're gonna knuckle into Pikachu, as we did before. And we'll try and knock off the Horse. He's gonna fake me out, probably. I mean, he should Will-O-Wisp my Zeraora, to be honest. That's what he should do. Like, I feel like you fake out Weavile and Will-O-Wisp Zeraora. Yeah, he doesn't max. But we actually do get the knockoff straight on it. I want to see how much this does. Yeah, it does a lot. I should have doubled into the horse there. But I'm okay with this play either way, because we get an attack boost. This Pikachu drops. We get the crit. The crit doesn't matter. We know from last turn that it always kills. So what does he do now? Does he burn my Zeraora? He mud shots, so he didn't Dynamax. Interesting. So he's lowered my speed, so now he's faster. But how much does that matter? Thunderous. Okay. So now I max Airstream the horse. And knock off the horse, right? Because you Dynamax now. Oh, are you trying to max Thunderous? Oh, I see what you're putting. I pick up what you're putting down. Okay, well, we'll knock off the Life Orb then. Unless you try to burn me now. Which would be a little annoying. No, he just maxes. Okay. That's Thunderous. Alright. So he's going for Airstream then. Good to know. But we're also Airstreaming, so we're going to be faster either way. We actually just... Oh my goodness, that did so much. There goes the Life Orb. He does Willow and connects on Zeraora. Little unfortunate. Knuckle, does this kill me? Oh, he went for Weavile instead. Okay, well that's fine. I'm actually happier you went for Weavile there. Question is, can me being burned, will this kill the horse? It does. So, we're in a good spot here. We got our speed back as well. The burn is a little unlucky for us, but we are still +1 attack. We are going to go into Sableye then. As he goes into Dragapult. Alright. So, we know this thing is policy. And that's the scary part about this. Is we know this thing is policy. I kind of just want to go for Lightning into Thundy. And, like, Will-O-Wisp. Because we know he's Breaking Swipe. Unfortunately, we missed, which kind of sucked. But we'll get the Lightning off. This should kill Thundy. Oh, wow. That's a misplay on my part, then. Okay. We screwed up there. For some reason, I thought that would kill. Breaking Swipe, that's a problem. We may have just lost. Unless I can find a way through the strike. Steel Spike. Interesting. That's a crit. There's no way that would have killed me. Oh, wait, no, he's +1. +1. Yeah, that's not a crit. Oh, that miss was so bad. Will-O-Wisp is really costing us here. Alright, well, we've got a Shifu. He has to double into it to kill me. Can he kill both of my mons here? Not sure. I don't really want to proc his policy, though. That's the other thing. Unfortunately, I don't have Aqua Jet. Which makes this a little scary. We'll go for Ice Punch. Gonna try and get the double into the Thundy, because the Thundy's the problem here. Yeah, we didn't kill him. Phantom Force, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. We live the turn now. Airstream, that's annoying. Into my Shifu, but we live because we're sashed. Okay. And then we'll pick off the Thundy. Alright, the problem we've got here is I don't think I can kill the Dragapult. That's the problem. And now he's also faster. We then have the fundamental issue of which one did he target. We are going for Play Rough, and we are going for Ice Punch. It's the only play I have. We're going to lose this game probably if he went for a Shifu. Yeah, he did. That's definitely the right play. Oh my goodness, that did nothing. But yeah, GG's Rakustic. That was a fun one. Ah, dear. GG's. Ah, dear. I don't mind either way. This match did not matter for me. So, this game was just a bit of fun. But either way, good games, Rakustic. Was a fun one. Definitely makes things interesting. I was going to be nicer to Hermes, but I might just have to dumpster him now just to get myself some momentum back. But it's fine either way. I don't really mind this. I'll let you finish this off. But yeah, good games for Acoustic. We're still in playoffs anyway. The result doesn't matter, of course. So we're just gonna have some fun. He's gonna knock me out, but that's cool. I almost scarfed my Urshifu, and maybe I should have done, knowing what I know now. But yeah. Dear. But yeah, either way, good games for Acoustic. We're still 3-3. We're still fine for playoffs. Doesn't matter. So either way, thank you all so much for watching. Next week, we play Homie's Game Corner, who is out of playoffs, I believe. So this match is going to be an opportunity for a little bit of fun. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Stay awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.